This just in. This just in. This just in. Okay. This is the Raw Report. I like to do a little something different sometimes. You know what I mean? And instead of giving you my usual, I figured I'd give you, because it's like news. And I got on this beautiful suit. That's right. You know, this is the Raw Report. I'm the Raw. With me, as usual, is my main man, Bomb. Bomb, you know what to do. All right, we're back. It's another Raw Report. A lot of things going on in the world. A lot of shit is going on in the world. I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, like, what the fuck is going on out here? Quick wardrobe check. I'm wearing a nice, beautiful blue suit. Neiman Marcus. Not to brag, but yeah. Brioni shirt. Purple label tie. Oh, the light is giving us a little twinkle. I like to think that that's the spirits. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what that is. You know, I feel like the light's blinking. Not to get so spiritual as soon as we start, but today is an interesting day for me. And a friend just called to remind me. And you know, everybody has that friend that drives you nuts, right? You got that one friend that's like, oh my God, my friend, I love him to death, love him. Everybody's got that buddy that drives them batty, absolutely batty. But you love that friend. That friend loves you. That friend loves you, and they're thinking of you. When a friend is thinking of you and calls you out of the blue and says, hey, you know, I know today's not a good day for you, doing all the rough stuff that goes on. There it is right there, the signs. Oh. Some people, when you lose them, you never lose them. They're still with you in many different ways. Many different ways. Yeah. I love the blinking lights. That makes me feel like I'm connected to the spiritual world. It makes me feel like somebody that I lost maybe is still there when those lights start to blink. And you can't ignore those signs. You can't ignore those signs. They may be subtle, but never ignore them, because it could be a friendly sign from the other side. Want to shout out Andre 3000 before we start with his amazing verse about his mother, you know, Kanye West track. Mind-blowing. Very sad, though. I spoke about this before with the Andre lyrics. You know, I never knew that choked up was a thing. You know what I mean? Like when people say, oh, I got choked up, I couldn't talk. I'm like, you got choked up? What the fuck is this person talking about? It must be nuts. And then trying to recite the Andre lyrics. I got choked up trying to recite that to someone. Did I tell you that? I never told you that? You know, I mean, it's just a powerful thing. Like, but the sadness in it, there's a lot of sadness in it too, and the brilliance. Because what he's saying that when his mother passed, that he didn't get any signs of her being able to communicate from the other side. And if there is a heaven, wouldn't they at least let you speak to your son? I was horrified when I heard that verse because my mother had recently passed. Horrified that I wouldn't get a sign from the other side, or maybe that is it. You know, like, holy shit. And this guy, and the brilliance of the letter, or the brilliance of the verse, because it's a letter, really. It's not really a verse. I mean, it is a verse because he rapped it over some music, but it's really like, it's a letter to Kanye West's mother. Like, hey, Miss Donda, I know Kanye believes in heaven, and so I'm gonna follow his lead on this one. Miss Donda, if you're in heaven, if you see my mama, can you tell her that I mean, like, holy shit. I mean, the thoughtfulness that goes into something like that. Mind-blowing. Anyway, and to me, the blinking lights always resemble something spiritual for me. You know what I mean? And it's interesting that today, the light, we talked about the light. You had to go up there. Bomb actually fixed the light. Supposedly, Bomb said he fixed the light. You know what I'm saying? And now the light's blinking. And, you know, and today's the anniversary of my mother's death. You know what I mean? So for that light to be blinking like that is very interesting, because that's typically how I feel like she's talking to me. You know
I was going to say it was also interesting that we started filming for a little bit, the footage that got deleted.
Right.
Like we were talking about like Bitcoin and stuff.
Something else, yeah.
And then as soon as that happened and we had to take a break, that's when your friend called you. And then we came back and started again, and now here
The
we
light
are.
is blinking.
Yeah.
I mean, and I never take those moments for granted. In fact, those are the things that get me through. So to Andre, with the brilliance of that letter and the verse, I mean, it did have me horrified. But as you can see, my mother is speaking loud and clear, and she's probably upset about how much money I spent. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm a total nut job. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to and to watch. I wear this watch a lot, but I never really show it off. You know what I'm saying? This is a presidential date just bomb. You could get close up on this. This is a date just rose gold. This is a 40. This is the new one. Just for anybody that wants to take a quick gander at it. Fake watch buster. You can't bust me, baby. Anyway, let's start the show. That's right. Before Jill Newman called, my good friend who drives me batty, but she's a sweet person. And out of all the people think I have a lot of friends, which I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But people are like, oh, thanks. You got so many friends. Oh man, so much this, that, so many that. Out of everybody that I know, only a few people actually came to the hospital to see my mom. And Jill Newman, baby, you was one of them, honey. You were one of them, baby. And I appreciate that. Moving on, a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. After that, I don't know where to start now. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Bitcoin because people are buying it up. They're buying up that Bitcoin. They're going ham on the Bitcoin. Back at it. Bitcoin's back above $30,000. People didn't think it was going to happen. Some people were predicting that it was going to fall to 12,000, then to 3,000, then to no 1,000. Charlie Munger and Mr. Warren Buffett being a part of that camp. The funniest shit about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is my grandma. I'll go into that. One day I'm getting dressed, leaving the house, and she says, "Come here for a minute." And I said, hey, Mama, what's going on? She says, "Sit down." I said, "Mama, I'm in a rush." She says, "I don't give a damn what the hell you're doing. Sit your ass down." Okay. I sit my ass down, and she says, "I want to talk to you about cryptocurrency." And I was like, mind you, she was 93 and a half when she's having this conversation with me. She says, "I want to talk to you about cryptocurrency." I said, "Well, what do you want to know?" She says, "What the hell is cryptocurrency?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." I said, "I guess it's like a digital money, like a NASDAQ kind of money thing. I don't know." She's like, "What the hell? Digital money?" She's like, "Stay the hell away from it. Stay the hell away from it." Now, at this point, Bitcoin might have been like 65,000, right? So, I mean, to a certain degree, she was right. My mom was saying short Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Short it, whatever the hell they're doing, don't do shit. Stay the hell away from it. So anyway, Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, I mean, they're kind of in the same age demographic as my mom. You know what I'm saying? And they both say that you should probably stay away from it. But with the recent bank shit, there was a lot of bank shit that happened, right? And that's what we were talking about too. With a lot of bank shit, you had a lot of bankmen involved. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Sam Bankman-Fried, which we love his name. That's the best name to ever go down in history as part of a scam or a scheme or some kind of bank fraud, or because his middle name is Bankman. That's his middle name. Sam Bankman-Fried. It should be fraud. They should just start calling him Sam Bankman-Fraud. You know what I'm saying? Because all kind of crazy shit is coming out about this guy now. You know what I'm saying? So not only did he lose a bunch of investors' money and lie and manipulate hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, did he not fuck around and dick around with all that kind of serious shit? He actually was bribing Chinese officials to transfer money out of China. Did you know this? Yeah. He was transferring money out of China and begging Chinese government officials to release funds that were billions of dollars that he had wrapped up into Chinese cryptocurrency. And I believe they did it. And then he was basically paying for Democratic campaigns. Did you see this? He was very liberal. He was very liberal with the money. He was, pro-abortion. He gave a bunch of money to all kind of different democratic causes. He was not a Trumpster. Sam Bankman fraud. You know what I'm saying? But I guess does Trump want that on? Imagine if he had gave money to the Trump campaign. Fuck.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if there's really anything that could make Trump look worse.
He looks beautiful. We love Trump, right? And we don't want him as president though, but we love him. You know what I'm saying? But he says, black people, you built this country. You know that, right? You built this country, and yeah. He's like, you're just now starting to get credit. For what you've done. I mean, we built it, but you guys, you did a lot. You did a lot. If black people really came out and supported Trump, like, he would turn so black. He'd be out there breakdancing, you know what I'm saying? Fucking moonwalking. He'd be out there eating he already eats fried chicken every day, you know what I'm saying? But, how could you make Trump blacker? How could Trump black it up? Like what could he do to pander to the African American community more? All he's got to do is say, black people, African American community. I'm thinking about reparations. I'm thinking about it. If I get in, if Biden gets in, and he ain't gonna give you nothing, because that's how Trump talks. He said, if Biden, I tell you what, black people, if Biden gets in, he ain't going to give you nothing, man. He's like, vote me in, African American community, and see what I do, baby. And listen, I think he'd do something. You know what I mean? But that's his only way. That's his only way back in. And Biden's running again. What's up with this guy? You did it, Biden. You've been the D.C. for the last 100 years. You knew George Washington. You knew Ben Franklin. You knew all those guys. You ran with those guys. Those were your people. Now you're president. Chill. Go back to Fenwick Island. Relax. If I was Biden, that's what I would do. Biden, if I was you, I'd tell America, kiss my rump, and I'd go back to fucking Fenwick Island in Delaware, by the beach. I'd ride my bike. I'd make sure I had some people around so I didn't fall off. And I'd ride my bike with my people. And I'd chill, man. I'd fucking chill, man, with Jill. I mean, Jill's hot. I mean, for an 80, what is he? How old is Biden? What is his age?
80-something.
82, 83, 87. I mean, is he close to 90? Like, because where was Ronald Reagan around this time? Was Ronald Reagan in office when he was 82? I don't believe he was. How old was Ronald Reagan when we thought he was incompetent?
Joe Biden is currently 80.
Oh, he's only 80?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad. So what's Trump? Where's Trump at?
Let's see.
Trump would if Trump and Biden got into a fist fight, man, that would be ugly.
76.
Oh, Trump is 76. So Trump's the young bull. Trump, Biden is your OG, man. You can't be out there disrespecting your OG like that, man. See, me, I would never disrespect my OGs. I mean, never. Under no circumstance. You know what I'm saying? You never disrespect the OGs. Matter of fact, not to pivot, but on my way to the studio today, I was in one of the most scariest Uber rides, like, in the history of Uber. I mean, if you've ever been, have you ever been in a scary Uber before?
I don't think so. I don't take
Never.
Uber that often.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. You stay away from those people. Listen, Uber organization. You gotta start screening these guys better. I mean, Uber, what the hell is going on over there? You sent me out with a goddamn murderous psychopath today. I mean, this guy was former gang member, and I have an affinity for the gangs, bomb. But this guy is a former gang member, and he's not affiliated like Crips and Bloods. He's more like a local Philly gang. There was a local Philly gang in the 90s called the Young Guns. They were like, nobody in the gang was over 16 or something like that, and they were shooting shit up like it was fucking cowboy days. You know what I'm saying? and he's telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm a part of it, because I get in the car, he's playing some hip hop, and I just can't help. I start singing a lyric, and he's like, yo, man, you know that song? I was like, pardon? He's like, yo, man, you know that song? I'm like, yeah, I'm familiar with Young Dolph. He's like, damn, you don't look like a Young Dolph fan. I said, I don't look like a Young Dolph fan. Okay. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Brother with the suit, you listening to Young Dolph. I said, well, what the suit? Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. We start driving. He starts telling me about himself. And he says, you know what I'm saying? Like, he says, the brothers got to stick together. That's the whole thing. And I said, well, yeah, I agree with that. And he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, say 5 brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, you give them 10 grand, right? And I'm like, right. And he's like, and everybody got 10 grand. One boy, he go spend his money on like bitches. I'm like, okay. And he like, and then the other boy, he take his money and then he buy like some dope with it, right? And I'm like, right. And he's like, so he hustling his money, so he getting his money up. He making it grow. Then the other bull, he take his money and buy some clothes with it. So he spend all his money on clothes. And then the last bull really don't know what he do with money, so he just kind of just blow it on like little dumb shit. So now he mad at everybody else, and we all had the same amount of money, bro. How can you be mad? That's what he's telling me, right? I'm like, right, I hear you. And he like, so then he gonna think about robbing everybody else, right? And I was like, Well, I was like, well, why would the person want to rob everybody else now? He's like, because you know just how people is, right? And I was like, I don't know. I'm getting out right here, sir. The whole time though, he drove me though. He wasn't using the steering wheel. Like he was using like his kneecap to like, cause he would be talking to me. He'd be like, you know what I'm saying, fam? You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, hands on the wheel, buddy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he took his hands off the wheel so many times. It's almost like he don't need a steering wheel. Like, he can drive a car without a fucking steering wheel somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking petrified, especially I'm coming from Ardmore, right? So it's like all these, like, little twists and turns and shit. And, like, we on these, like, windy roads, and this motherfucker has neither hand on the wheel. I'm surprised I even made it here alive. I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be alive. Because that's an Uber ride. I could have fucking died in that Uber ride. God damn it. Anyway, my mom's trying to tell me something. I can't ignore it. Something bad's happening. Or something good's happening. You know, maybe she just wants to talk. Go ahead, Mom. I'm going to let you do your thing. Anyway, Sam Bankman-Fried, Donald Trump. So they bring him in for the indictment. Biden's running again. What the fuck? So where does this leave Kamala? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So we haven't seen her since the whole thing began. Was she considering that Biden was only going to do one term? Maybe she thought that. And maybe she was going to come back and say, well, this is her time to shine. I'm getting a call. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. I mean, was she going to come back and say, is this her time to shine? Was that what this was? And now that's not happening? So is she supposed to ride out another 4 years in the White House unseen, unheard? I mean, what do you think, Bob? I mean, what's going on with this woman?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was initially a candidate in 2020, no?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it would make more sense for her to be the nominee, but I mean, who's it gonna be if it's not Biden? That's the question.
I mean, is Bernie still? Can we Google how old is Bernie Sanders? Bernie, where are you, Bernie? I like Bernie a lot, but he's not as funny as Trump. Bernie's pretty funny. He's like, Wall Street fat cats eating too much cheese. Too much cheese. A lot of cholesterol in cheese, and it clogs up the heart.
Bernie's 81.
Damn, Bernie's the OG. See, Bernie is the oldest out of all of them, but he's got the most sense. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'll tell you one thing, Donald Trump. I saw you the other evening eating a double cheeseburger. That can't be good for your cholesterol levels. You don't want a president who's a Wall Street fat cat, who's walking around eating cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers. He's a Wall Street fat cat. And, he's not good for the American public. That's what I would say. That's my last comment. I'm Bernie Sanders. And Biden, what's the debates last time were horrendous. What are they going to be like this time? And if the Democrats have do they even pitch anybody? Or do they just ride it out? Because I don't even know how politics works. I can't even. I talk about politics way too much to not know how the shit works. So how does that work? Do the Democrats come out with the claws out, hunting for Biden? Or do they give him a pass and say, well, we already got him in there. Let's just ride it out. Is that how that works? When Trump was running, was anybody opposing Trump in the Republican Party? Did anybody oppose him?
In 2020, nobody I remember.
Right. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Where's Mitt Romney? Nip, is Nip coming out of the closet these days? Where's Mitt Romney? Well, he was disgraced or something. Something happened to Nip, I think. See, he had a scandal.
He at some point he was like one of the Republicans that was kind of like going against Trump on certain things.
Oh,
so the party kind of like turned on him.
Oh, got rid of his dumb ass. Okay, well, Nip's a Mormon anyway. He ain't got too much sense. He's a great businessman, Nip. I got to give it to you, Nip. But your name's Nip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, President Nip. Can we talk? That's not bad if you're Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? God rest the dead. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But Mitt Romney is way different than Nipsey Hussle, though. They're worlds apart. Nip, President Nip. It's like
his name's Mitt.
Oh, Mitt.
Mitt, M-I-T-T.
Oh, Mitt. I thought it was Nip.
Mitt.
Yeah. Oh, Mitt. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Mitt. So what is Mitt short for? What is the name Mitt? Is that?
I don't know if it's short for anything.
Is it like Mitchell? Is his name Mitchell? Mitchell Nami? What is his name? What is his last name?
Romney.
Romney.
Mitt is his middle name. His first name is Willard.
Yo, no, absolutely not. So wait, it's not Nip Romney. It's Mitt Romney, but it's Willard Mitt Romney. So is Mitt still short for something, or is it just Mitt?
It's just Mitt.
It's just Mitt. What the fuck is it? What is a mitt? What the fuck? Because is it a catcher's mitt? Is that?
Maybe.
Was his dad a baseball player?
I don't know.
Mitt. What a fucking dumb name. And that's him. Like that's him trying to sound cool because his real name is Willard. So he's like, no, call me Mitt. It's like, why don't we just call you Will? Why don't we call you Will Romney? That actually sounds more fucking political. Will Romney. You know what I'm saying? He should come back with that. Act like he's a whole new motherfucker. Yeah, I'm Will Romney. Wait, don't we know you from somewhere? Nah, you don't know me, B. Nah, we know you. Nah, you don't know me, B. No. I know you. You're Mitt, right? Yeah, Mitt. But I'm going by Will now. But Will's fucked up thanks to Will Smith. So, maybe the name's Will. It's not as substantial as it should be. Willard. President Willard. May I speak to you for President Willard. President Willard. Nah. Doesn't work for me. President Biden. See, Biden, that's a good name. President Biden, may I speak to you for a minute? Yes, please. Talk to me. Alien megalords are closing in on Earth. Oh, so anyway, speaking of alien megalords, we joke about alien megalords a lot, but now they're saying alien megalords may be close. Have you seen this? You haven't seen this? No. Bomb, pull it up. Give me some stats. Alien megalords. So the United States government and the Pentagon, and I believe NASA, have come out to say that there's an alien mothership, possibly there's an alien mothership somewhere in the vicinity in outer space that is sending probe ships to Earth in the last couple of weeks. And you haven't seen this. Bomb, what the hell are you doing? Bomb gets too many women. Too much kitty cat.
There's a Okay, yeah, there's an article on space.com from like a month ago that says
It's been going on for weeks.
Yeah, a draft paper by a Harvard scientist and the head of the Pentagon's UFO office has raised the idea that an alien mothership could be in the solar system, sending out tiny probes dubbed dandelion seeds to explore the planets within.
To explore the planets within? So
yeah.
the inside of the planet.
Planets in the solar system, yeah.
Oh, so it's going everywhere.
In our solar system.
Oh,
yes.
so it's going to Mars. It's stopping everywhere.
Supposedly.
Okay. Alien mothership could be.
Could be.
Well, what makes them think that? I mean, like, that's the part they leave out. Hey, Pentagon, one part you left out. What the fuck makes you think that? Have you seen a mothership anywhere close to Earth? Have you found any dandelions, or what is it, dandelion seeds?
Yeah, that's what they're calling them. Great.
These fucking stupid names. That's how they fucking trick America into fucking thinking stupid shit. They always come up with a stupid name. They're like, oh yeah, well, we're just gonna call it dandelion seeds, and people won't take it serious. Like the fucking discount window with the fucking SVB and the bailout and shit. Oh, we're just gonna call it the discount window. No one will take it serious. Yeah, that was a fucking bailout, America. You just missed it. Because you fucking idiots fell for the shit that they call it a fucking discount window. How fucking dumb is everybody? Oh, it's just a discount window. Motherfucker, they just gave these people trillions. Discount window? That's not what it was at all. You know what I'm saying? Just printing money and printing money and printing money. Look, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Why don't they fucking bail out fucking, the African American community? When we get our fucking bailout? You know what I'm saying? I want that money. Bernie Sanders, Biden, Trump, I don't give a fuck who gives it to us. Matter of fact, as much as I don't want Trump to be president again, he say the right thing, he's going to be president again. Now, if they lock him up, black people really going to get behind his ass. Because of felon, oh, man, he's going to have no choice. He's going to turn to the African-American community. He might even turn Muslim in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's his only way to stay safe. I'd love to see Trump with a fucking kufi on and shit in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to see it. I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe Trump would join the Aryan race, fucking have fucking tattoos and shit on his fucking face and shit.
Seems a little more likely to me.
Really? You think he'd join the Aryans?
Yeah.
Not the Muslims?
No.
He like, I can't even say it. I don't even want to joke around with Islam. I'm not even playing around with that. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really fucked up. So even that's what I draw the line. Really, I don't play around with people's gods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though we can't agree on God, we can agree on the devil. Now that's all I'm gonna say. On planet Earth, we go to war over God's name. A beautiful, beautiful, amazing concept. Like praying and giving tribute to a higher power. I mean, it's mind-blowing. We can't agree on that. The devil? Nah. Soul. You know what I'm saying? It's him. It's like, that just makes you think like, maybe it's us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's us. Maybe we've got it a little twisted. Oh, man. Speaking of fucking twisted. All right, before I talk about this, I gotta just, it's that bad. Oh, speaking of God, the devil, and spirituality, I guess reality, because reality is the main thing. It's like, as much as we want to focus on spirituality, we got to focus on reality. And I think that's something that it can escape us at certain times. And before I talk, I just... Oh, this is a good wine, too. Mom, did you taste this yet, the Nautilus? It's really good. Anyway, thank God for wine. The Dalai Lama. Have you seen this fucking jackass?
Yeah.
You want to tell us what you know about this?
What I saw was that somebody filmed him at an event kissing, what was it, a 6-year-old on the lips?
He kissed this first. He asked him for a hug, and then he kisses him, and then he says something about his tongue and the Dalai Lama. This is the Dalai Lama, okay? This is the Dalai Lama. If anybody's supposed to be perfect, it's the Dalai Lama, right? If anybody walking the face of the earth is supposed to have any goddamn sense, it's him. I mean, if we've all lost our fucking minds, right? If everyone has completely and totally lost their freaking fucking mind, of course the Dalai Lama still has his, because how else is he the Dalai Lama? Obviously, this guy's not the Dalai Lama. It's not him. They picked the wrong person. They picked the wrong fucking guy. He's obviously not the fucking Dalai Lama. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? They let something like that, a monster, a fucking sick, mentally unstable, sick dickhead, get to that level. The Dalai Lama, that's the highest spiritual being walking the planet. There's the Pope, right? And then there's the Dalai fucking Lama. Have you ever seen Golden Child with Eddie Murphy? When he protects the Dalai Lama from fucking Sodom Noomsi? Remember that? Sodom Noomsi, my sweet brother Noomsi. Eddie, you should have just let fucking Sodom Noomsi kill his ass while we had the chance. Fucking Golden Child, the movie. Fucking Sodom. Where's Sodom Noomsi? Bring him. Let's get him. I know where the fucking Dalai Lama is. I know his fucking address. Let's go whack him. He needs to get whacked. Who knows what the fuck he's been doing since he's been Dalai Lama? What the fuck has he been doing to where as though he thinks he can get away with saying something like that in a room full of people? Is he nuts? Where was the kid's parents at? Were they there? Were they watching that? Like, I would have got up and strangled him. I would have killed the Dalai Lama that day if it was my child. I would have been like, well, what did he just say? Like, what? He just kissed my son on the lips? I got to kill the Dalai Lama now. Wow, I wouldn't even have thought twice about it. I think he should be stripped of Dalai Lama-ism. Like, get rid of him. The fucking, in the Tiffany watch that he was gifted, I want that watch. I love that watch. I can't get that watch, but yet this jackass has one. Go get the watch. I'm gonna send some goons over to fucking Tibet. Get that fucking watch. I see the Dalai Lama walking down the street. Dalai Lama, I'm just letting you know, I don't fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? And if I see you and you got that watch on, I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it. It's mine. I don't give a fuck who knows it. That's right, because I don't give a fuck. Especially when you got people like that walking around. Fuck that. I'm taking it. Dalai Lama, you're toast. You're toast, Dalai Lama. You're fucking toast. Get rid of him. He's not the Dalai Lama. It's time for a new one. Now, can we find some stats on Dalai Lama? Like, I want to know, how did they pick the Dalai Lama? Like, when did they fucking get rid of this jackass? So he can't be in for life. They got to get rid of him. I'm sorry, Dalai Lama. You got to go. It's like, once I saw that, I knew I can't trust nobody. I was like, yo, fuck it. I'm not fucking with nobody. Well, give me some stats on Dalai Lama.
So Dalai Lama is a title given by the Tibetan people to the foremost spiritual leader of the Gelug, or Yellow Hat School of Tibetan Buddhism, the newest and most dominant of the four major schools of Tibetan Buddhism. The 14th and current Dalai Lama is Tenzin Gyatso, who lives in exile as a refugee in India.
Exile his dumbass again. That's right. Because you know what? He was trying to kiss little boys in a fucking Indian village, and they fucking got rid of his dumbass. And then we fucking pick him up. You know what I'm saying? us monks. Because I like to look at myself as a spiritual monk. I want him out. I don't have my prayer beads on today because I have on this beautiful Ralph Lauren purple label tie. So I'm not wearing my prayer beads today. But I got him. And I fucking want the Dalai Lama removed. I want him removed. He needs to go. He's got to go.
He's 87, so.
Oh, he's going soon anyway.
Yeah.
All right. He'll be in the devil's hands soon. Cause I got news for you, Dalai Lama. You ain't going to heaven. Nah, not you, pal. No. Your ass is out. Cause we don't know what you've been doing. We can only imagine what you've been doing. And I don't even want to think about it because like you got a lot of power, Dalai Lama. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. Thousands of years of tradition. Thousands of years. That shit is older than fucking Earth. The fucking Dalai Lama shit. And he fucked it all up. Man, I really was a believer in that shit, man. Like the spirituality of like, you know, fucking going to Tibet, you know what I mean? Like, and Eddie Murphy was too, you know what I'm saying? But after that movie, you know, it just sucks that we had him. We had him then. We could have got rid of him back then when he was a little guy. You ever seen Golden Child? No. Google it. Golden Child, Eddie Murphy. It's a good movie. You might want to check it out. It's funny, but we had a chance to get rid of him then, and we didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I blame Eddie. Because Eddie spent a lot of time with him on set. They were like this. You know that, right? They were like this. Yeah, man. Fucking Eddie, man. Eddie, we had him, Eddie. Eddie, we fucking had the Dalai Lama. Man, get rid of the fucking Dalai Lama. They better get rid of the fucking Dalai Lama. I got a big problem with that. I want him out. I'd rather have him out than Trump not president. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. And black people are already talking about how it's already time to get... See, Trump gave everybody $1,800 with the stimulus check. So that's all people really remember from him. And then Biden... What did they get with Biden? They got like $600, right? Or something like that. They forgot all about that shit. Like, it was something. Like, didn't people get money?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I got stimulus checks, but I don't remember who was president at that point.
Of course you don't, Bob. You stacked that money too, didn't you? I know you saved every penny. You're a smart guy. You gotta watch Bomb. He's a ladies' man. Don't bring your woman around Bomb. He's gonna take them. You know. Oh, speaking of taking women, P. Diddy. You're like a P. Diddy. You're the P. Diddy of the studio. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Bob's never taken a woman. He's got so many he can't handle. He can't handle your girlfriend. Okay, he's got that many. But anyway, P. Diddy, he'll fuck anybody's girlfriend. Have you seen this guy? Bow Wow was on an interview and he refused to talk about P. Diddy. I love P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I admire him. Everything about him. He's a great guy. You know, I mean, I never spent much time. Actually, I have spent time with Diddy. Yo, Diddy. And Diddy's cool as shit. But he's fucked Bow Wow's girlfriend. I mean, not that that's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody fucking Bow Wow's girlfriend. I mean, it's kind of funny. But Bow Wow refused to talk about it. He said, I don't want to talk about Diddy. Diddy beat me up. He didn't say that. he didn't say Diddy will beat me up, but he kind of like was like, I don't even want to go there. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's smart. That was smart of you, Bow Wow, not to talk about Diddy. It was smart. It was smart of you. Get a nice smack. A nice Diddy smack. Smack!
There was like a rumor that he punched Drake in a club or something like that.
Was
that true? That happened?
He broke Drake's arm or something like that. I don't know. He put Drake in like a chokehold or something, which I don't approve of. Touching any member of the beige race. General Drake of the Canadian border of the beige race. That's right. I'm a big beige race person. Because we're a race. And we're ignored, the beige race. And see, here's the beautiful thing about the beige race. You take somebody Jewish, you take somebody black. Boom, beige. You take somebody Latin, you take somebody black, you mix them. Beige. You take somebody Japanese, you take somebody black. Beige. That's right, we're growing, baby. And I got beige people all over the map. I got them in Switzerland. I got a beige general, half Jamaican and half Swedish. That's right. Yeah. Guarding the Swedish border. I got one. Yeah. We're everywhere. You can't stop us. We're everywhere. The beige race will rise. We're everywhere. We're the most ignored. But we're everywhere. And the most hated, too. Everybody wants to be beige. White people. Why do you think they go to tanning booths? They want to be beige. Yeah. You want it. I know. And dark-skinned people, I don't know. I think the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's me. But some people out there, they don't like beige people. I don't know, for some reason. But we're hated. There's some beige hate out there. But for me, darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's me. That's me. Some people don't believe that, but that's me. But there's a lot of haters of the beige race. General Drake was abused by Diddy, I believe. But see, you don't want to fuck with Diddy. Diddy's a real gangster. You don't want to fuck with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I like him. Yeah. Fuck him up, Diddy. Kick their ass, Diddy. But back to Diddy fucking Bow Wow's girlfriend. Bow Wow didn't want to talk about it for obvious reasons, I'm sure. For obvious reasons, you know. But Diddy, didn't he fuck his son's girlfriend? Lori Harvey? Didn't he meet Lori through Little Diddy?
Yeah, I think so.
If Little Diddy's not safe, nobody's safe. I mean, he's like, cause what's the conversation where he's like, yo, son, come here for a minute. Come here, Little Diddy. And he's like, yeah, Big Diddy, what's going on? He's like, yo, who that girl you got? That's some real Nino Brown shit. Have you ever seen New Jack City, Bomb?
No.
Oh my God, we gotta give Bomb a black movie night. Well, I make him watch every black movie so he has some point of reference.
I know. I've recognized. You said Nino Brown.
Nino Brown. You know the name Nino Brown.
I know the name.
Do you know G Money? Does that ring a bell? G Money. Okay.
Maybe.
He knows Nino. He don't know G Money. That's fucked up.
I know Nino because there's a rapper out now called Smino, and his name comes from
Smino Brown.
Yeah, his name is like a combination because his last name is Smith. Combined Smith and Nino.
Well, beautiful. Anyway, that's his only point of reference of New Jack City. It's the rapper Smino. Shout out Smino, a.k.a. Smith and Nino, mixed together. What was the point I was trying to make? Diddy! Diddy! Gotta love this fucking guy. I spent some time with Diddy, and it was really maybe 42 hours I spent with Diddy, and then I spent 6 hours with Diddy at a William Morris party one night. And I think Diddy just likes hanging out with fat people. It reminds him of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like he had a bunch of fat guys around that night. You know what I'm saying? And I was hanging out. And he just kept smacking me on the stomach. He's like, big man, come here. You know what I'm saying? He smacked me on my stomach 50 times. And I think Nelly was there too. Oh, shout out Nelly. I had a fucking great time hanging out with those fucking guys that night. But I was in the studio with Diddy, right? Diddy was working on this album, and it was called "I'm Gonna Take Your Bitch," and that was the whole record. That was the name of the record. "I'm Gonna Take Your Bitch." That was the whole concept. No, I'm just being funny. But anyway, going all the way back, before I even get into that, going all the way back, Bomb, you come in with a girl, right? And your dad's like, yo, Bomb, come here for a minute. I'm sure your dad doesn't call you Bomb, though, does he?
No.
He calls you Alex, right?
Yeah.
He said, yo, Alex, come here for a minute. And you're like, yo, Dad, what's up? He's like, yo, that girl you with. Now, of course, your dad's still married to your mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this would, theoretically, he's like, yo, that girl you with, yo, hook me up with her. What's your reaction? What's your first reaction?
If my dad did that out of the blue, I'd be creeped out.
Oh, you'd be
That'd
pretty
be
concerned.
weird as shit. Yeah.
Okay, you'd be pretty concerned. Okay,
Yeah.
Starters.
I mean, especially considering my parents were 35 and 34 when they had me, so that's a pretty big age gap
Between you and your dad.
Yeah.
So your dad's 34 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that. My dad was 25 years older than me.
Yeah,
or
that's like
27.
That's like an extra. Yeah.
27. He's 27 years older than me.
Yeah, it's not crazy, but it's up there. It's on the wider end of the spectrum, I feel like. Yeah.
Right.
So that would be.
So maybe Diddy and let's Google young Diddy's age. So maybe they're closer in age. Because Diddy's 50. So where's little Diddy at? Where's little Diddy fall in the age spectrum? He's like, yo, son, I really want to fuck your girlfriend. Or if anything that comes in Diddy's house, does it just belong to Diddy now? Like, if you bring something in Diddy's house, could he just? Are those the rules?
Diddy is currently 53. And
Oh shit, Diddy's 53. Damn.
Yeah, and his son is 25. So that's like 28 years.
Eh.
Also a smaller gap than me and my parents.
Right. Yeah. My thing is, that's like some British Army shit. Remember, like in fucking Braveheart? You ever seen Braveheart?
No.
You haven't seen it. Now, my thing is, if you're Diddy and you'll fuck your son's girlfriend, then no man is safe. It's like, yo, you think I'm gonna bring my girl to fucking Diddy's house? Like, Diddy be like, yo, raw. Cause like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, hanging out with fucking Diddy for 48 hours was mind blowing. And then at that party, at William Morris' party with Nelly, Diddy, and it was every celebrity on the planet was in that bitch, right? And I'm like the only no-name motherfucker in there. And I'm just sitting there drinking a beer. And they're like, yo, who is this guy? They're like, I'm like, hey! They was like, hey! I was the only no-name motherfucker in the building. I had a ball. It was so funny, too. I can't even talk about that. But anyway, it was so funny. Like, why would I bring, like, he'd be like, yo, Raw, bring your girl over tonight. Come over to the crib, you know what I'm saying? But like, wait, what did you say? He's like, yo, I was just saying, like, yo, it's me, it's Diddy. Like, yo, I'm having a party. Bring your girl. I don't know. Okay, Diddy, because you don't want to tell Diddy no. If Diddy say so, you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? They said Michael Corleone said this. They said Michael Corleone did that. And I said, yeah, sure. Bob, you never seen The Godfather? Of course not. Of course not.
You have asked me that before.
What the hell is going on here? Anyway, so I would never bring my girl. That's the shit. That's what you learn from this. That's what you learn from a Bow Wow and a Diddy Jr. You learn that your girlfriend's not safe around Diddy. If you haven't learned anything, learn that today. Don't bring your girlfriend to Diddy's house. Okay? Only woman that's probably safe there is Beyonce. That's because him and Jay-Z are buddies, okay? That's the only one that's probably off the table. Everybody, I wouldn't even trust that. And Jay's smart. He knows not to leave Beyonce around Diddy. He knows that. Jay, you're a smart man, Jay. Keep your eye on Diddy. Keep your eye on Diddy, man. Anyway, shout out Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Diddy. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with a Diddy, right? If your girlfriend wants to fuck Diddy, I mean, if she wants to fuck him, I don't think you should stand in her way. You know what I mean? To be totally clear. If your girlfriend wants to fuck Diddy or Drake or somebody famous, anybody, like if your girlfriend's got a dream crush on a guy, she wants to have sex with him. She comes home. You say, hey, where were you? You take your glasses off. You want to be stern. You want to be clear. Where the hell were you tonight? She says, oh, I was out with Diddy. Who? What the hell do you mean you were out with Diddy? Well, I was hanging out with Diddy. We was hanging out. Did you fuck Diddy? What? You fucked Diddy! Now, here's the thing. That's her dream guy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she ran into Ricardo Monti, but I don't fucking know anybody, okay? You know, the fucking midget from fucking, House Party 4. I don't know. Whatever floats her boat. This is her dream guy. Do you really get mad? Can you get mad at the dream guy? Like, can you get mad? Well, because Drake has a line too. He says, rappers ask me if I fuck when you know I did. When you know I did. She came in heels, but she left in some cozy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, rappers ask me if I fuck and you know I did. General Drake of the Canadian border. Good line. Good rap song. But here's the thing. You come home and you just fucked, give me a hot chick. Lotto, all right? Not that I've been on Lotto's Instagram page. I barely look at it, you know? Sometimes I just in the morning or middle of the night, I go to Lotto, see what she's doing, or Cardi B, shout out Offset. I would never disrespect a buddy. But there's some hot women out there, right? You come home, you say, honey, I bumped into Nicki Minaj and we had a few drinks and I wanted to fuck her. You know, it's my dream woman. Can your wife get mad? If you really love somebody, if you really, really love them, they get their dream person. Do you get mad? That's something to think about. Who's your dream person, Bob?
God, I don't know if I have one.
He gets so many girls. You see that he doesn't have a dream person. He says, "Oh, dice, I fuck my dream bitch every night." He's like, "What are you talking about?" Huh?
If I had to, like, on the spot right now, I'm probably going with Megan Thee Stallion.
Bomb's going with Megan Thee Stallion. Booyah! Okay, so Bomb, you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You're in a relationship. We're out in somewhere in L.A. with Megan Thee Stallion. We're drinking champagne. Shit gets crazy. Megan takes you in the back room. She has her way with you, okay? Your girlfriend's out in L.A. with you at the same time. You go back to the hotel room. Do you tell your girlfriend? Or it's now Megan Thee Stallion your girlfriend. You don't give a fuck. You know? It's like, hey, honey, I'm with Megan now. It's over. You know, find your way back to wherever the fuck she come from. You know what I'm saying? So do you send her back? Do you buy a plane ticket home, Bomb, after this, or do you stay with Megan? Do you try to make it work with Megan, or do you try to make it work with No Name?
I mean, I would if that was ever a prospect in my life.
It could be a reality, Bob. You never know. You're speaking it into existence right now.
I don't know if I'd be able to turn
She might
down.
give you some. I mean, Megan, hey, listen. He's not a bad-looking chap. You know what I'm saying? Megan, if you're out there, I'll send you a picture of Bob. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you could, that may be a reality one day when you got to pick between Megan Thee Stallion and No Name. Who do you pick? Do you go home? That's the thing. After fucking Megan Thee Stallion, do you go home? Or do you stay with Megan? What do you do?
How long has this relationship been going on for?
Years. You're in love with her. You're getting married next week. A week after you.
Well, that's probably over. If the wedding's only
Maybe
a week
not.
out, that's probably.
Nah, I got news for you. If you're getting married in 7 days, you fuck somebody else. I got news for the bride to be out there. She's still gonna go through with it. She's not calling it off. She wants to get married that bad. She's not calling it off. It's up to you to tell that woman, I'm staying with Megan Thee Stallion. The wedding's off. It's up to the man. You've been with her for 5 years. She helped you grow your career. Because you're not Bomb today. No, you're Bomb tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So now you're famous. You're all over magazines. You're fucking Megan Thee Stallion in bathrooms. You know what I mean? That's what your reality is now. But she helped you get there. She helped you. She was at your shows, handing out flyers, handing out Bomb buttons. Handing out Bomb buttons at the shows. But now you're fucking Megan Thee Stallion now. And Megan wants you. She's like, nah, Bob, I don't want you to go home. Stay. Here's the keys to the mansion. Just stay here. Don't go back to your wife. That's what Megan's saying. What's your next phone call?
I don't know if I could jump into it that quickly.
You got kids too.
I can't turn my back
now
on.
You got kids. You got to turn your back on the kids too.
Right.
You got little Bomb. Yeah. You got little Bomb. You got little Bomb at home. And Megan's saying, no. You can't go home. Megan won't let you go home, Mom. She's holding at you at pussy point. You heard of gun point? This pussy point. Have you ever been held at pussy point? Have you? It's not fair, okay? When you're held at pussy point. I've been there, all right? When a girl says, hey, you ain't going nowhere. Huh? You ain't going nowhere. The pussy's that good. And you don't go nowhere either. You stay there. You stay right there. And you know you should leave. You should get the hell out of there. You should get the hell out of there. And you stay. Because she won't let you leave. Okay? Pussy point. Worse than gun point. Worse. Anyway, this is enough. Raw Report. I'm Dice Raw. This is Bob. Bob will be on camera next week. You know what I'm saying? Have a good night. You know what I'm saying?